A very good afternoon, our viewers of Elkem TV. Today is a beautiful afternoon here, Thursday. As usual, this is West Nile's Ambassador Sports Messiah under Moses the Great. As we are cruising on, usually with the local, international, and then national sports. Today, I actually come in a very funny way. And as usual, we shall be updating you on the environment in Masindi and what is going to be today. Masindi is going to be very busy. Of course, today we know Kitara is having a friendly match with a Kenyan team. That's in the Kenya Premier League. That's Tusker FC. So some of you who have been following it right from day one up to today, we're having a very big event here today in the Masindi municipality. You only miss it if you are cast to miss. But if you are not, I think you have to watch that game and you have a history to tell your grandchildren maybe ahead there. I have a visitor today. He has come in a very good style. He will introduce himself for you. I will not be, or I don't have that authority to describe him. So you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Oscar Geoffrey, well known as Bombex UG. I'm just a journalist, and I'm very happy to be at Elkem Media Services, and I'm going to be just working with you now for just sports.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bombex. You are Bombex?
Yeah, I'm Bombex.
Oh, I was almost calling it Bombex. So that's a very good name indeed, and it sounds like a sports name. Yeah. Have you ever liked sports in your life?
That is, I think, my most concern in my life. I like sports the way you're hearing it, even better than music.
Hey, yeah. Who transpired you to like sports like that? Who is that player?
Just I was born supporting football so much, and I got much interest in football.
Okay. Yeah. So for you specifically, which position do you feature in sports?
In sports.
When it comes to football.
When it comes to football.
Yes.
Just for me, I'm a good supporter of sports. I support sports.
Okay. Yeah. You're a very good supporter.
Supporter.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, and I love football so much.
You like football. Football is in your blood.
Football is in my blood.
Okay, that's Bomex for you there who is viewing us right from wherever you are. We appreciate and thank you so much for dedicating your time and being with us as Elkem TV, taking us and considering us your #1 television station here based in Bunyoro as we transform sports as usual with me, none other than West Nile Ambassador and Bomex, who shall be here shortly, and from here he will have to go and do other business. So Bomex, today we have a friendly match that's between Kitara FC and Tusker FC. Last time Tusker played a friendly match against Bright Stars and they managed to win it by 1-0. And Kitara this season has actually made smiles into the face of Bunyoro and also the entire Uganda by lifting the Uganda Cup. And today they will come and unveil and celebrate with our fans of Masindi after that friendly match. So talk about today's game against Tusker. How do you see and how will that game be?
Of course, when I'm trying to see about Kitara, Kitara right now is a powerful team here in Uganda. You see, it took the Uganda Cup, and in the start times Uganda Premier League, it performed very well. Now I expect Kitara to put a good performance on today's match.
Yes.
Even though the other team from Kenya, that is Tusker, is also a powerful team in Kenya there. Because I think it was the second behind Goma Haya.
True.
Yeah. And I expect that game to be very good, to be a good game to watch. Yeah, and it is going to be live here in Masindi.
Okay.
I expect Kitara to put a good performance because when I was watching the previous match of Kitara against KCCA, it was a very good game.
Okay.
Very many players of Kitara put on a good performance, like Omedi, you saw the goal which he scored very well.
Omedi scored the perfect goal.
Perfect one, like the other one, the one they always score in Premier League. Even better than those ones of Premier League.
Yes.
That is a very good goal, and the fans of Kitara, we are very greatly happy.
We are happy for the performance and for that goal of Omedi.
And today, I expect Kitara FC to put a very good performance against Tusker Football Club. Yeah.
So what is your prediction and what do you think a win or lose for Kitara may mean?
A win or a lose for Kitara? But I don't expect a lose for Kitara today.
You don't expect?
Because Kitara is at home, even he has a home advantage.
Okay.
Even Kitara is on form. So I expect, my prediction is that Kitara is going to win this match today.
He's going to win by how many goals?
I expect 2 goals and above, more than 2.
You expect, so for those people who are betting, at least you have to go with the over of 2 goals.
Over 2 goals plus.
Over 2 goals plus. Okay, that's Bomex there. He's saying he expects Kitara to put a very good performance against Tusker. That's from Kenyan Premier League, and they were in second position last season. For some of you who always follow those Premier League, this is East African club, and you know what it means by a derby. They may say, no, let's come and put and show to Ugandans that we have better football than them in Kenya. You know, Kenya and Uganda, through football and everything, they have been taking each person like a derby. Kenya, Tanzania, those are greater East African countries. And Tusker is coming bearing on their mind that they have to come and put that display to prove to Ugandans that they have their Premier League is ahead of us. So if they come here to face Kitara FC, they will not only come that maybe they are facing at the club level, no, they are coming like they are representing Kenya, the Harambee Stars. So they are coming here, they want to prove to Ugandans, the fans of Kitara, that they have beaten Uganda, not Kitara FC. So you know a derby remains a derby, and Kitara, I think, has to play extra carefully because they are preparing ahead of that Confederations Cup. And this is like a build-up game. And from here on Saturday, they are going for semi-finals up against Bull FC. Let's talk about that game. Bull FC up against Kitara. That is the semi-final on 11th. Yeah. How do you see that game?
That game is going to be also a great game. But when I see that game, all the 2 teams are very, very, very powerful. Bull FC made signings. Even Kitara FC made signings.
Yes.
So I expect all the new signings to be active in this match. And when you see there on the Startimes Uganda Premier League last season, these teams were taking themselves seriously.
Yes.
So I expect this match to be to have goals. But I cannot predict right now that this team will win or this team will win because the 2 teams are both powerful.
They are both powerful, and they all have better players.
They all have better players.
So Kitara FC up against the Bull, that will be on Saturday, semi-final. Then we shall see Uganda Select, that's Ukraine Select, will be against that is the Vipers. How is that game?
That one, Vipers. Vipers may kill someone.
Vipers may kill Uganda Select.
Yeah, Vipers has a lot of hunger. May kill someone on that game.
So you expect Uganda Select to be very careful because yesterday they won their game up against Villa by 1-0.
1-1.
Yes.
They should be very careful.
So they need to double their effort when they are facing Vipers, because Vipers has put in a lot of money and they have some quality of players and they may need accountability. Last time they were disappointed. Indeed, they did not play according to the expectation of the owners, Lawrence Mulindwa. He had put in a lot of money, but the result wasn't really on their side. And this time around, the man may want at least to have something in the cupboard.
He may like to make a revenge.
A revenge.
The other loss he made.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Uganda Select, they have to be very careful. So that's the game between, that's the Bull FC, Kitara FC, Uganda Select up against, that is the Vipers FC. That's the Uganda Super 8. It is going to be a tough one, and we don't know who shall reach into the finals. And then leaving that one maybe briefly, let's talk about the Olympics. We are seeing Egypt is playing Morocco. Those are all Arab countries. They are representing us as Africans in the ongoing Olympics in Paris. And later on, that will be at around 5. Then later on at 11 p.m. we shall be seeing the Spain up against that is the France, the hosts. So it's Spain up against France. Here the host in the finals of Super, that's the Olympics. So what is your prediction? Because with Morocco and Egypt, they want to get the third person who will actually wait between that Spain and France, who shall be the victorious in today's game. So let's talk briefly about today's games. That's Egypt, Morocco, and then France and Spain. France has took it once, and also Spain took it once. And they are now in the second time consecutive finals of Olympics. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, when I try to talk about that game of Egypt and Morocco, of course, when I see all those nations, they are right now on standard. Because Egypt is, you cannot say Egypt is weak, you cannot say Morocco is weak. But when I try to see those teams, Egypt may have an upper hand of going above, because when you see the players of Egypt, they are very, very on form compared to those ones of Morocco. Yeah, and the one of France and the Spain, that one is going to be a funny game.
Morocco and France and Spain.
And Spain and France.
Yes.
I expect that match to be very funny.
It is going to be a tough one.
It's going to be tough because those teams are all powerful. They are just from Euro. They are still having. They still have a good combination in all their teams.
Yes.
When you try to see Spain, it was very powerful in Euros and it managed to be the champion.
True.
So expect too much from Spain. And France was also strong. Even though it did not reach even the finals, but it was strong. So expect a lot from this match.
Expect a lot from between France and Spain, because France actually they were just from winning Spain were just from winning Euro, and they still have that appetite of taking more trophies. And also France, last time they lost in the finals of World Cup to Argentina, and this time around also the other season in Euros they were beaten in semi-finals at that level, and this time around they will also have to prove to Spain that they also desperate and they need the trophy. So whoever will play better has to win it, but I think the other upper hand may go to Spain, because Spain nowadays they are also becoming another Brazil of dominating like those years when those of senior Ronaldos, Ronaldinos, Rivaldos, Robinhos were still playing. So I think Spain want to prove to the world that they have young talents, and they also have to play. You can remember World Cup 2010. I don't know how old you were by then, when Spain went and beat Netherlands in the finals, and yeah, in South Africa, when we were embarrassed by Ghana. Actually, Ghana disappointed us as Samoa Gyan's goal. We actually had hope in him. He went and took penalty. He launched a missile, and it went just lagging outside after Luis Suarez grabbing his early clean goal, and it was really a disaster for us as Africans. We expected at least to reach to semi-finals or even reach to the finals of World Cup, but it was unfortunate. So from that time up to now, Spain has proved to be very stubborn, and they are always there at least the level where they reach. If worst is quarterfinals, and now they took Euro, and anytime this time around they're in the semi-finals of that is Olympics, but we don't know, because final and semi-final, whoever reaches there, it's not easy to predict. That is a hard game.
Whoever reaches there is great.
Whoever reaches there is not easy and is great. So you have to respect both teams that have reached to that level. So that is between, that's in Olympics, and we have been seeing our own Ugandans, but for them in football, they are not always there. And we only managed to grab one goal that was from Chiptigay. That's in a very good long distance. He managed to grab for us a goal, and he is always making us happy and raising our flag as Ugandans higher and higher. Maybe since you have other engagements, your last words to our viewers of Elkem as we push on.
Yeah, my last words, I will just thank the viewers of Elkem TV. Thank you so much for viewing Elkem TV, and I'm very happy. And I encourage all the Ugandans, mostly from this part of Bunyoro, to go at Masindi Stadium and watch that game of Kitara Football Club. Yeah.
Okay, so fans outside there, Bomex is calling you, is calling upon you to go. Just see, interest is 5,000. That's for ordinary. If you are just going to sit there without taking water, maybe you pack your tap water in your pocket in a Kavera, you go with it, or you buy your Kabarwana, you go and sit with it. So VIP is at 10,000. For some of you who may get that chance of sitting in a pavilion, and maybe you may have some water and some drink ahead of you. So that's Bomex there. Thank you very much for actually honoring our invitation, and we actually ask you next time to be with us as we transform football in Bunyoro, and we put Bunyoro at a level where we shall be in position to identify talents who will be in position to replace those of Omedi in case they retire from Kitara Football Club. And we don't need only them to stop at this level, but also they should go to other Premier League club like Manchester United, Arsenal, and also Chelsea, among others. Maybe, what do you support? Which team do you support outside?
In the English Premier League?
Yes.
I'm a good fan of Manchester United.
You support Manchester United. So how do you see this season?
this season I expect a good performance because of the signings. When we see Manchester United has made signings.
They have made signings, those of Euro. They have brought in Joshua Zikez. So those guys are so transparent, and also now since that Euro has picked the injuries, but for 3 months, last time they tried to highlight that his injury may not be as such as expected, but very soon he may come back. So if you support Man United, well and good, and let's pray that in this season you perform better, because last season has not been good for you. If you had not taken the FA Cup, you are going to be out of European League, not even Europa, not even Conference. But it was unfortunate. This season maybe Man United need to double their effort. Thank you for actually joining us as Elkem Sports. We wish you well as you go for another engagement. So our viewers, that is their Bomex. We shall continue as it transforming Bunyoro's football as usual. He has been very instrumental with us as we have been cruising. Kitara FC, we just want to say, fans, you have to turn in big numbers for today's game. Tusker FC is right from Kenya, and have come expecting much out of this game. So we shall be in position to update you and inform you on what is going on right from that time up to now. So Tusker FC has come in position to win this game. I told you earlier on, they are going to play a very entertaining football, and if you miss it, I don't think that you'll get it anymore. So whoever is planning to come to Masindi, you know it is a rainy season and the weather is a bit calm and it is not sunny, but you come knowing anytime it may rain, because it is rainy season and the farmers do know what is required when it is raining. When you're traveling, you're on the way entering Masindi, well and good, you're welcome. As you are also following us live in your respective places, just know Elkem TV, we are here transforming you, updating you on local, national and international football. We have talked about many events that have been happening, and also maybe the other thing I wanted to inform our own viewers and our own local players here, local fans, local football lovers here in Masindi, that on Saturday we shall be having, that is the border that stages game, that's semi-final. We shall see Kidura stage up against Nyangaya. It will be on Saturday, that will be at 4 p.m. So the games are ongoing, and I want to say thank you very much, the chairperson, that's the border association, Momao, they call them Mamao. That's their abbreviation. So they've organized that tournament. It has been going on, and the semi-final, that is between Nyangaya stage and Kidura stage, shall be on Saturday. So turn in big numbers, all border riders. We appreciate, we thank you so much as the Elkem Television. We shall always be appreciating you for the work you do, transporting our people from one place to another very carefully and professionally. Those are border stages. Whoever following us, we have several of you who are fans and who are followers of our Elkem TV and the sports program. We appreciate and thank you so much. So that's it there for border stages on Saturday. You have to go and watch it as we push you on. So Kitara game, you're not forgetting, you go there, as I told you, it is 5,000. Come alongside local, that is the ordinary. VIP at 10,000 only Ugandan shillings. Masindi Stadium, you can also call it St. George Stadium. You know, King George one time visited, that's Bunyoro, and he actually came at Masindi Stadium. Masindi Stadium is one of the oldest stadiums here in Bunyoro and also Uganda at large. So getting such a name of those great leaders is not easy. That's the former president, that's Idi Amin. With him, he was not happy with those investors or foreigners whenever they were given those names. He came and changed several names, and he named them by his names, and others were given to some great heroes of Ugandans. He says those people couldn't come and give their own names from Britain and give it to African, maybe physical futures, Machizon Falls. We had some national parks, we had several things that the names were changed, but still others were not adhered to, and they defied. Still they are calling them by those traditional and British names. So that is Masindi Stadium, and King George Stadium for you there. So I talked of Olympics. Those who are fans of Olympics, football, France up against Spain, that's the semi-final. Egypt up against Morocco, that's the third play off to get the third person who will be in position to either follow France or Spain. So it is between Morocco and Egypt. African affair, Arab affair, and that's the West African affairs. So you have to just keep on following us as we shall keep on updating you till that time of there and several events or activities that are going on right from where you are, and you'll be keeping following us wherever you are. So that is it, and what we have to expect from you is always keep on following us for the uploads. So our viewers, allow us to go and do some kind of business. We shall bounce back. When I bounce back, I'll go straight and tell you what transfer windows are saying. Don't go away. We'll be back from that short commercial break. As we told you earlier on, we have been actually talking about local sports edition here in Masindi, Uganda. Friends, we talked about that's the Super 8, that's the Super 8 organized by Uganda, and we have seen a number of games that were played and that are supposed to be played ahead of today as a friendly match between that's Kitara Football Club and Tusker. We saw actually it was a bit very interesting one for that is Kitara last time when they played the KCCA. It was interesting, and everyone is talking about Omedi's game, Omedi's goal. So that one ahead we discussed and we talked about it, and it is going to be here at Masindi Stadium. So we're talking about the Olympics. That's the Paris 2024 Olympics men's football. That's the bronze medal match. That's Thursday today, 8th August. We are seeing a game between that's Egypt and Morocco. It will be at Stade de Balaguer, Nantes, at 6 p.m. That's East African Standard Time. So for some of you who might not be knowing that time, that's between Egypt and Morocco. When you try to see the bronze medal in men's football at the 2024 Olympics in France, will head to Africa, particularly in North Africa. It is either Egypt or Morocco who will take the bronze medal after the third place playoff match stayed at Labo in Nantes. So Nantes, that's in France, where the event is taking place, and we are seeing several activities going on. But here, for the case of men, football, those ones are proved to be very stubborn and showing to the world that in football they are not easy. So Egypt lost 1-3 to host France after extra time during the semi-final at group, that's the group Parma Stadium in Lyon City. On the other hand, Morocco squandered the lead to the 1-2 to Spain at the Stade Orange overall in Marseille. So those guys, they are playing home and away like how Champions League have been played. Then Morocco's, that's Sofiane Rahimi, will become the first player to score in 6 consecutive Olympic matches if he finds the net against Egypt today. Sofiane is the tournament top scorer so far with the 6 goals to his name. Egypt Ibrahim Edel is the country's top scorer so far with the 3 goals. So those guys are all on fire. The one for Morocco has 6. Now the one for Egypt has 3. The one for Morocco has scored consecutive 6 goals. We don't know whether he will score it against Egypt today. And also the one for Egypt, we don't know whether he will score against Morocco today, but they are all on fire and everyone is winning and is willing to win. It will be very difficult for us, that's against Morocco, but we have to get over it and try to win, because that will be a very important medal. It will be a huge joy for me to win another medal for another country. First a gold medal with Brazil at Rio 2016, and now a bronze with Egypt. It will be a pride, and will fight on it. That is a Moroccan quotation, and the player, that's Rogero Michale, that's Egypt code, was quoted saying so. So let's pray for them in case he will. And then here another quotation, he says, we are highly motivated to play in the final, but fate intervened because of Ismail. That small details, we lost the game, but we must switch our mentality quickly because we have a game soon and we have a medal to win. That's the quote. Semi-final, France 3-1 Egypt after extra time, then Morocco 1 to Spain. Quarter-final was between Morocco and USA. Morocco managed to beat USA by 4-0. Then Egypt played Paraguay. It ended 1-1, but in penalties, Egypt beat Paraguay by 5-4 in penalties. And then Japan were beaten by Spain by 3-0. Then France beat Argentina by 1-0. That's how quarterfinals were. So we pray today for the third playoff, that's between Morocco and Egypt. And then we see semi-final between, that is France and Spain, who badly need that game. So that is how it is, and we pray that it will be okay. So maybe coming to the game, that's Uganda select, that's the Vipers. Uganda can select to face Vipers FC FUFA Super Semi-Final. When you try to see how we analyze about this game, Bull yesterday beat Maroons by 3-0, and in aggregate it was 4-1. And then on the other side we saw Sports Club Villa beating, that is the Uganda Select. Uganda Select beat Sports Club Villa by 1-0. Then in aggregate it was 1-3. Uganda Cranes Select will face Vipers in the semi-final of the FUFA Super 8 after eliminating that league champion Sports Club Villa. Samuel Kato scored the only goal in the second half to hand Sam Simbwa coast-hide history over entertaining Villa to win the 4-1 win. That is aggregate. Villa were the better side overall, but failed to beat Derek Ochan in goal, showcasing the issues from the season where they lacked a profile goal scorer. And so we pray that Uganda Select will do what they expect. Saturday, August 10th, 2024, NEC FC will face Villa at 5 p.m. Then Vipers versus Uganda Cranes Select. That will be at 8 p.m. Sunday, August 11th, 2024, KCCA versus Maroons, 5 p.m. Kitara FC takes on Bull FC. That's how the games are going to be. That's the Super 8 Uganda here, where we shall be watching our own boys today. After Kitara with Tusker, I think it will be like a build-up game for them ahead of their Super 80 class, where they are going to face Bull FC. It is going to be a tough one. I hope we go in big numbers and support our own, that is Kitara FC, the pride of Bunyoro. Maybe briefly, here we are going for what transfers are talking. Everyone wants to know what is transpiring. That is right from the side of Manchester United, Arsenal, and also Chelsea, plus other big clubs. Teams are signing, but the team that has not signed any player is so far Liverpool. Liverpool, I think for them, they are very confident that their players are enough. They are not so much busy in transfer windows, but other clubs right now, they are trying to sign players right from one place to another. Teams are signing, but if yours have not signed, maybe a time will come for them and they may sign later on. We are seeing a number of transfers are going on, and if your club has not signed, don't ask. Now information right now coming is West Ham United are interested in England right back, that's Kieran Trippier, with the 33-year-old future at Newcastle yet to be decided. Kieran Trippier, you know him, he is actually interested. Right now, West Ham they're interested in him. And then also information coming right now is Manchester United might be tempted. Manchester United might tempt Burnley and Norway midfielder, that's Sadri Bad, 26, to Old Trafford by offering him 100,000 a week contract. Information coming from Manchester United. And then former Tottenham and Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino is emerging as a leading candidate to become the next England manager, and the 52-year-old Argentine is open to succeed Gareth Southgate. Information coming is Pochettino might now succeed Gareth Southgate as the national team head coach for England. You know, Gareth Southgate, after the other disastrous performance, being beaten in finals by Spain, so they are now bouncing back. Actually, he resigned, and now Pochettino wants to take over his position. Crystal Palace want to resign, that's the winger Wilfred Zaha, for a third time after Galatasaray told the 33-year Maximum. Defender, that's Maxen the Rocks, 24 years old, as center back option. Information coming from Chelsea also have been supported by the 19-year-old Abusolomi also interested in the Englishman. Liverpool are still interested in Germany and Hoffenheim forward Maximiliani Liver, but the 5-year-old wants to join Borussia Dortmund and in talks with the Bundesliga club. Information coming from Southampton have received an offer from Hoffenheim for 22-year-old defender Amel Bella Kochap. The Saints have already rejected the 8.6 million offer on Saturday. After the player defender Lucas Guillo rejected the proposal to join the Saturday, but 1-year-old
are supposed to go to Atletico Madrid. Manchester City have made an inquiry with Ajax about the availability of 26-year-old Netherlands forward, Stephen Busby. Then maybe Arsenal defender Kylian Finney was not off the Ghana squad list in the program for the third game against Bayer Leverkusen. Mid-Riemann, the 27-year-old Scotland, got the back to set to leave for the US Open. By the way, this season Arsenal have actually let very many players go, and here Finney is also on his way leaving. But yesterday they managed to beat the stubborn Bayer Leverkusen. For some of you who might have watched it, they beat Bayer Leverkusen of Alonso by 4 goals. We saw goals being scored by Postal. We saw Postal scoring. We saw actually Temple scoring. We saw Gabriel Jesus scoring, and also a lot of guys. It was a very good football for there for actually Arsenal. High Havertz first opened for them, and then Postal scored, and Temple scored, Gabriel Jesus scored. But this time around, also another funny thing with Arsenal is that Mikel Arteta has insisted that we're not going to any market to buy any striker this season, and he is reliable and confident that Gabriel Jesus this season is going to be more dangerous than all those seasons combined, and he's going to rely on Gabriel Jesus as a striker, and he's not going to be forced to go in the transfer market to buy any other striker. I don't know whether Arsenal is well, Arsenal fans will okay with the Mikel Arteta's decision, but that is how they have suggested and proposed. But I'm not going to buy any striker and read it last season how Gabriel Jesus suffered. So that is our own Mikel Arteta's idea. Lastly, we are seeing that Argentina midfielder Edo Fernandez is set to be appointed one of Chelsea's vice captains despite updating some of his team's match by signing a song about black players. So this man proved to be very to Africa, but now here they want to appoint him as vice captain. Talking briefly about this target Matip, a Liverpool player. He has been very tremendous for Liverpool. Former Liverpool and Cameroon defender Joe Matip, 32-year-old, is the target for Liverpool on a free transfer, having left Anfield at the end of his contract. So for here, but England defender Joe Gomez has no interest in leaving Liverpool this summer, despite the club offering. That is the 27-year-old in a swap deal with Newcastle for England winger Anton Gordon, who is 23 years old. That's information coming from that is Liverpool. German striker Niklas Kabarwana, 21 years old, and completed the World Medical from Austria. That we have been after there, right? For that time, there were some transfer rumors that are coming on Saturday. Don't forget that Manchester United tells Man City Community Shield. Community Shield is actually coming on Saturday. Man United will be up against Man City. Can it be revenge? Last time Manchester United beat Man City in that FA Cup final. The second very good from Aaron Garnacho and Marcus Rashford. They are in position to beat Guardiola's men by 2-1 in FA Cup final. And Man United on Saturday up against that is Man City. That is final Community Shield for all of the very important rivals. Premier League season to start. So it's going to start. It's going to be a battle. Man United, Manchester City, it's the derby, it's the final. So we don't need to miss. It will be at exactly 5 p.m. I think Arsenal fans this time around will have to take your side to face for fully to support. Against the Man City. So the gear, the bomb is flawless, going to go. Very many people ask, that's the local league in penalty 1-1. So, I think the way a bit community in the cup. I see on Saturday. They also have Tottenham against Fulham. It will be on 15th. That will be Friday.